Hello and welcome to the talk of how you can connect to basically any interface with low or no code. In general, I prepared a QR code for you. So if you have any questions, feel free to either scan it or use the link. It will be also on the other pages we see right now. Or you can just wait to the Q&A afterwards. But that's a topic where you can talk a lot about. So I assume the time will be short if you're interested in a topic like this. So feel free to use the site. Also, the site is a resource to go into more detail about anything I tell you right now, because I need to be brief to have the maximum amount of time to show you how it works in real life, and you can see how you connect interfaces. So, what am I going to show you today? It's a brief overview what the Zync is and how it works. I will show you some real-life examples we have already in the field and live, the benefits of having a data hub, for example, the Zync, and then we go right into the demo. So, what is the Zync? Basically, it's an app for Odoo, which transforms your Odoo into a data hub. And the data hub in itself is an exchange system that enables you to configure different automated APIs, jobs, imports, exports, whatever you need, with very little IT knowledge and without programming skills, because most of the complexity will be in the background and you will just be in the front end configuring stuff. How does it work? It's using the Odoo front end, first of all, to be a usable app, but of course, to be specialized in Odoo. So it's very easy for us, for example, to connect to Odoos because the system already talks the language of Odoo. So if you need to import, the Odoo site is already done all the time. I will show you in the demo. And what are some examples you can use it for? Well, as I said in the beginning, basically anything. It doesn't matter if it's a web API, if it's a REST or SOAP, or you import or export directly from a database, from a file, if you have a manual input of a file from an FTP, from Odoo yourself into your Odoo, you will see it basically does everything. And these are not the precise example we have live. These are the topics. I already also put it into a readable list. These are many more examples in the real life, right? So the topic automatic pricing, you can have a price crawler connected to your Odoo, which gets competitor prices. You can also connect the machine learning that calculates the prices for you by an algorithm. And with Odoo to Odoo, there are different applications we have live with customers. One is that maybe you don't want to be in a multi-company state, or you want for different use cases two different Odoo code bases, but you need to sync them for accounting. Maybe you have a lot of users, you don't want to give complete access to your system, so you have a second community version where they can be for free and only see what they really need to see, right? And all of these are more examples behind it. These are the general term, also with the supplier information, right? We have just one customer where this topic supplier information is 30 imports of different master data for products and pricing and sending orders and receiving stock informations, right? There can be a lot. Getting invoices automated and you don't need to OCR it. You can just have them directly if the supplier or your partner can also do it. Again, I need to be quite fast, so feel free to visit our website where I put in most of the information, well, even more, but it's not done. It's not 100% done, but I will continue to add all our examples we have and explain it there even more. So, why do you need a system like this? Why do you need the Zync? In general, having like a framework that takes most of the complexity out saves you cost because you need less developers, less external resources, less expensive people, less time on support because it's easy and more standardized. So it takes up less time of your expensive people or external guys. It will reduce technical debt because if you have like 10 interfaces and 10 different partners or people did them, they will look different. They maybe behave different. Maybe they block each other out because they try to write on the same model in the same time. This cannot happen if you have a framework that's built for it. It has queue jobs and yeah, organizes everything for you in the regard of interfaces. And you will gain a lot of possibilities because if it's not the high hurdle to take to start an API, because you need to think about what you need and what has to be done and give it to someone and they will develop it and hopefully it works. You can just start it small. You will see in the demo. To get an interface up and running with a few fields is a matter of minutes. Not so it's not worth to write it down. You can just start it and have it, but you will see it. And in general, it will bring you more standardization while having more customization. The standardization part, it sounds counterintuitive, but the standardization part is that you have this framework. So your interfaces will look the same and behave the same, but you will also have more customization because it's so little effort to improve all your details. It's just a matter of minutes to edit fields or change the behavior. So it's perfect for everything you need. And where is the system most effective? Well, in general, if you don't have APIs or only few very simple ones, maybe it's not. But if you have a lot of APIs or you want a lot of APIs, it's a perfect setup to yeah to gain the advantages of just configuring them. Then, if you have APIs that change a lot because you improve them a lot or the external system improves a lot, then it's very cool that you don't have to deploy it or update it or have code changes. You will just add them in the front end with a very low risk. And a lot of times you can really do it live, not in a staging system, with very low risk. It's always better to have a staging system, but it is very low risk. Hopefully I can also, or you can set it in the demo or ask me afterwards. Then if you have an important API, which is connected to the fourth point, if you have an API that is giving you a lot of revenue, like an example would be you have an online shop, which is most of your revenue. You want this API to be the best it can and reliable, the most reliable one you can have. And this is a high risk if you are dependent on one partner or one single person who programmed it and is the only person who can fix it, or there's a lot of risk to fix it. This will not happen if you have a system where you, in general, if you have a few hours of training, you will understand how it builds APIs and where to look for, where to bug fix, where to change, where to maintain, where to update, where to improve, right? And well, that's basically it. Let's have a look and give my words some meat and go into the demo.